Hey, it is Xennial Gamer back with some more G3 Siege action. That's right, guys. We lost a few members and dropped down for a while, but we are back in G3 Siege. And so far, we're looking pretty decent on this siege. Obviously, it's going to be pretty competitive here with Red, and we are tagged. And I said Red because I can't pronounce the guild name. But we are tagged on the interior, but overall, we're looking pretty good. Now, I did need to use 3 attacks before I was set up to record, so we tried this in one other video, and the feedback was generally that you guys did prefer if I recorded live, so the rest of the siege will be done live, but the first 3 I did just have to record from my tablet, and we're going to narrate. So with that said, let's jump straight into some siege action. Alright, for this first fight, we've got this Bastet Perna Odin, and we are going to be using a Mimir, Annabelle, and Triana in order to fight it. Now, this is a pretty standard counter that I used a long time ago against the Commune Vigor Odin, against the Commune Bastet Odin defense. It does work against Bastet Perna Odin. It probably doesn't work quite as well, and I'm not going to lie, it might be time for me to update this one. But you'll see that it does work. It just, it can be a little bit, little bit hairy at times. Now, when your Annabelle goes 10 times at the start of the fight and all the enemies have will runes, it is slightly wasted. Here's the bigger thing though, guys. My Annabelle is actually really slow. She's like 220, so like legit pretty slow. But I do have the speed lead. They don't have a speed lead. Even so, I'm still kind of surprised I cut here. Either way, this was a fairly easy win. We were able to just basically, we slipped the Bastet. It didn't really matter all that much, but we were basically just able to control the Perna and the Odin for the entire fight. We do have double cleanse, double heal. The Annabelle's going to give you that sleep and 3-turn defense break and slow. She does really good utility here, and then the Mimir just kind of takes over. So since you guys can pretty much see already that this was a fairly easy win, I am just going to jump a little bit forward ahead into the fight. And we'll see how we wrap up right here. At this point, I was pretty much just on auto to beat the Bastet. Alright guys, moving on to the second fight. Alright, for this second fight, we have a Bastet Perna Odin, and this loss goes out to my boy Hawkfrost. So you guys know we've been having a guild meetup this week, the Aces of War guild meetup, and Hawk and I were talking last night about different monster comps, and my big thing is I always like to minimize RNG as much as possible. It's why I'm not a turn 1 player. I'm usually not a turn 1 player, and if I do play turn 1, I like to take comps that I've tested a lot and am fairly confident in. So last night, he was talking to me about Daphnis, how I'm not a huge fan of Ciara Bastet Daphnis. He uses a lot, has really good luck with it. And we were kind of talking about the logistics of how the fight would work and how you can just double kill an Odin, things like that. So, for his sake, I decided to try it today. Now, the only thing is, I had actually taken a rune off of Daphnis, so I went ahead and used Kali, which, in theory, they should be somewhat comparable. Kali is obviously going to be squishier, but realistically, if either Kali or Daphnis gets hit once, they're dead. And Kali does give you a 1-turn kill without any accuracy checks. So we went ahead in this and got wrecked, which is exactly why I don't normally prefer to use these types of comps. But for what it's worth, he and I did discuss actually Ciara Bastet Daphnis, not Ciara Kali Daphnis. We also probably only talked about using it against 1 Resurrector, not 2. But with that said, in this case, it didn't really make any difference. You can see right here, the Bastet procs and defense breaks the Ciara and somehow does not defense break the Kali, and that was GG right there. So the Odin actually killing the Bastet, it didn't really matter. As soon as the Bastet defense broke the Ciara, it was GG. I might have been able to survive losing the Kali, but I was not going to survive losing the Ciara that early. And so we move on to the next fight. We do the same team, and this time we go in with a comp that I'm a little bit more comfortable with, more of a bruiser style comp, which is going to be Tessarion, Belinus, and Camilla. The Belinus here is kind of a so-so pick. Honestly, the better comp here would have probably been something like Tessarion, Velijul Camilla, or some the fire monster should have provided me with some sustain probably. But I did want to save, since we're moving back into G3, I did want to save my Vela for a later fight, and I thought I would be okay with this one. And you can see I was, like right there, even though the Perna did proc and do some big damage into the Belinus, that was pretty much the last turn that Perna is ever going to take. So, I guess had the Perna procced a second time, and all 3 hits had gone into the Belinus, I might have been in trouble. Even then, there's still a shot that my Tessarion could have taken over. But I'm making a lot of justifications here. To be fair, there really should have been some sort of sustain if I was going to make this an all-out bruiser safe comp. However, it did work out. So we were able to Oblivion the Perna and then kill it quickly with our Camilla. We actually got greedy right here. I should have just taken the kill on the Odin. I lost track of the Bastet turns. I did not think the Bastet had her skill 3 up. It didn't really have any impact other than just prolonging the fight a little bit. But it was still a greedy play. I should have just taken the easy kill and then autoed out the Bastet. But from here, we're good. I mean, Odin's obviously just going to keep going into the Camilla. We drop the Odin, and then we can auto out the rest of this fight. And that brings us back to where we are right now, beginning to work on this red 12 base. So it looks like we've got a base full of Commune, Vigor, Triana. And you guys know I generally prefer to go to the defense with the highest win rate. So we're going to go ahead and see. We got a 23 and 21 and 21 and 20. So yeah, we're going to go to this woman SSD and we'll go ahead for this one. This is actually a fairly easy beat with the Sabrina, Talia, and Triana. This actually, honestly, this generally is an easier win than it is against KVS. So basically here I've got... I haven't shown the runes in this video, so I do want to do a quick shout out, guys. So I do want to do a quick shout out right here. If you're curious about the stats of my monsters, you can see the stats of any of them at any time in our Discord server. There is a link in the video description below, so if you are curious about the stats, please, feel free to jump in. We've got a bot that will show you the stats at any time. Now, for this team, I should have both twins in Vampire runes. See, I have two twins teams. One is in Vampire, and then the other one is one Vampire, one Rage. This Resistance meta is killing me here. I will say the enemy team was nicely speed-tuned. Did she legit just sleep both twins? Wow. All right, so as far as easy claps go, this is probably not one of them. That's what I get for saying this team is easier. Come on, man. Seriously. This is getting dirty. But okay, so we still haven't lost yet here. Obviously, we can go ahead and cleanse this. I think we are going to go... We got to get rid of it. We got to... Eventually, we are going to land... Eventually, we are actually going to land a defense break. Maybe right now we can actually kill him. Wow. This is insane, guys. So I legit have, with the leader skill, I'm probably like 70 or 80 accuracy, and I still have not landed. I think I landed one defense break. This is so insane. And did she just die right there? Yeah. Okay. And I didn't even kill. I didn't even land the defense break that time either. Wow. Wow. So now we know how he wins. He has 300 resistance on his monsters. It is really hard to beat a 300 resistance monster. Well, we'll just auto. I mean, I know this is a loss, but we may as well. Yeah, there you go. All right, we're going to run this same comp right back. This comp is like a 99% win rate. That was just some pretty hellacious RNG. All right, so running back with the exact same comp. I did forget to check which one is Vampire and which one is not. Starting off with the procs. All right, so do we put up our immunity? The Vigor's got a speed buff, so he's in front of me. So we'll go ahead and put up our immunity. The Vigor is not in front of me. Nice. I thought for sure with the speed buff, the Vigor was in front of me. At least he went for the twin with immunity. All right, now, if we can land a defense break, huge if at this point. There we go. Who knew I could do it? And he can cut and proc right out. Even so, this is gonna kill the Vigor, so this is GG. Legit defense, man. What can I say? Oh wow. All right. Well, here we go. Wow, can't defense break the Commune either. She can sleep really well though. She definitely is very good at landing those sleeps. This is nuts, guys. I guess it's going to be one of those sieges, man. I guess it's going to be one of those sieges. But here we go. Can we land a defense break one time? Yes, we can. There we go. All right, proc the Triana, and that is GG. We can go ahead and just auto out from there. All right, for this next one, we're going to be just using our Lucian. We did take the one, I believe this was the one with the second best winning record. The next two best winning records were about the same, but we are just going to try and Lucian this one. Now, most of these defenses are built with a crit damage Triana. My Lucian should be able to do 21k cards minus the shield set, but we should still be able to take out the Triana and hopefully the Vigor here, and then we can just work down the Commune slowly, even if we miss the crits. Okay, maybe we cannot. Interesting. That was a nice double stun there, at least. But wow, beefy. Okay. So we might be in trouble here, because we've lost our Reviver. Yeah, I think, so we need one more turn before we can amp. We're going to hold off on our song. That was lucky. I'm not going to lie. That was lucky. I got 2 stuns there. It's not 100% activation rate. So I probably did get a little bit lucky on this one. But, you know, I was like, maybe I'm not going to crit. And maybe I didn't get lucky. Alright, guys. So, yeah, we did get lucky on this one. But we did get our win. And we'll move on to the next fight. Alright, for this next fight, we're doing the same defense again. This time we're going to be going in with our Mimir, Lauren, and Jen. Our Lauren is a little bit slow right now, so I'm probably going to get outsped here. But we will just basically aim to control this Vigor. We're going to use the multi-hits from the Yen. As long as we can get the Vigor down quickly, we're good. My Yen is, she's on speed crit damage attack, or attack crit damage attack, but she does have a lot of HP subs. Ooh, and we got to cut right here. So since we got to cut, that's perfect. All right, we're going to slow the Vigor. The Yen's going to cut and take control. All right. The Yen's, as I was saying, the Yen is not going to do anything. No. All right, so since our Yen is kind of tanky, we're actually just going to keep going into this Triana. I'd rather just shut the Triana down right now. We can take that Commune hit. You see he wasn't really able to do all that much to us. We are going to slow down this Vigor. He's the one that scares us. This should kill the Triana. We'll start on this Vigor, and then we're good, because even if, yeah, see, this is Yen doing Yen things, right? But even if we hadn't killed there, even if the Commune procced out my Yen, the Mimir-Lauren combination just has so much CC, there was no way that I was going to lose from that point. So, nice, easy win right here, and moving on to the next. Alright, for this next Commune Vigor Triana, we've already used all 3 of my Trianas, so we're going to go ahead and hope that Brother Pata wins. But we were going to just go in with Commune Vigor Harmonia. The Harmonia would actually bait the Vigor. My Harmonia is max resistance, or 1 off max resistance in Nemesis. And we were basically just going to try and win this one on rune quality. Alright, so we actually had another open base with the same defense. We're going to take in the same comp we just discussed. Now, I did say that the Harmonia would bait the Vigor. There is also a case where the Vigor could defense break the Commune, but in either case, we're in pretty decent shape, because if the Vigor were to defense break the Commune, unlike mine, my Vigor doesn't defense break, but his will most likely do exactly that, yeah. Then the Harmonia is going to allow us to cleanse anyway. Alright, so now we're just going to probably just try and work these guys down a little bit. You know what, let's start working on this Triana a little bit. I don't really love spreading out the damage. There's just not a lot I can do until the rotation where the immunity's gone. There's a lot he can do, though. Wow. Alright, well, my whole team's on Violent as well, so maybe I can do that soon. Maybe, possibly, probably not. I don't know. Alright, let's see. So we get our speed buff back up. Hey, there it is. Alright, let's go ahead and heal block, even though there's nothing nothing actually to heal, but we'll heal block anyway. And do I put up immunity now? I kind of think I do.
2 hours later.
You know what? We're set up for a big hit here. Let's try this. Can we get the... We got the defense break. Proc? Nope. Okay, can we proc the Triana? Not quite, but close.
6.5 hours later.
Triana's in front. I'd rather proc the Triana. Let him wake up, man. Yeah, let's proc that Triana. And then can we get through? Almost. We're getting close, though, guys. We are getting close. We're getting further away, guys. We're getting further away. Oh, man. Okay. Heal block, please. Thank you. I do not have immunity yet. Let's do a little pushback here. Cannot do the pushback. Alright. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Chill. Chill. Dude. That was too many times. You don't take that many turns, please. Okay, let's clear this off, and this should kill, please. Thank you. Please and thank you. See, I'm very polite when I kill my enemy. All right. All right, from here we actually should be good. We'll pump a little bit of damage into nowhere. Honestly, like, it makes no difference at that point. He did have some destroy on his commune, so my commune's a little bit down, but not too bad. Right now we're just waiting for this immunity to finish. I was just about to say, I suppose his Vigor could, like, proc 9 times and potentially kill me, but I think we're okay. Alright, we got the heal block there. Okay, let's do this. Better safe than sorry. Okay. Since I wouldn't have had the attribute advantage with my commune. But anyway, we are good to go, and moving on to the next fight. Alright, for this next fight, we're going to be going with our Delphoi, Copper, and Imisetti. This is probably going to be a long fight, but I think I've fought this defense 5 times already. I'm running out of counters here. So we are going to start off... I think we're just going to start off by rolling the dice into our Copper and see if we can crit this Triana. We can, so that should not... Wow. Okay. Alright, that's okay. So we will we'll do a little bit of turn cycling here. That was a very nice Copper trap though. So all is not lost yet here though. We did get this, very nice. Do I want to reset yet? Actually, yeah, let's go ahead and reset right here. We can get a little bit of pushback. We may still be able to kill actually just off regular damage, right? Let's see. Stun, please. Thank you. Whoa, whoa! That's a lot of damage output. Okay, we've lost. We have lost, man. That defense break, that wrecked me. So yeah, we know that we can't Copper the Triana. All I can really do is just proc this right here. But without the that commande's just gonna put out too much damage, basically. That's the bottom line here, is without the Delphoi, we just can't sustain. Alright, for our last fight, I gotta admit, I was really tempted to try an Iris against those Commune Vigor Triana defenses, but they're really well runed, and I'm too deep into the monster box. I'd rather not throw away another attack. It's already been a really bad siege for me, honestly. The copper comp, I'm not gonna lie, that was a stupid comp. It was just a straight up stupid comp. I have seen a couple of people use it on stream. I've never tried to use it. My Delphoi was not built, so that was it was just a big mistake on my part. And then obviously we just had that ridiculous RNG Twins one. So we are going to go to something a little bit more safer. I'm just going to take the toughest defense, or the highest record defense out of this base 3. This is a comp that I was working on the other day. This Vancliffe, Thrain, and Waterryu here. Or the other comp that I've been working on recently is this Odin, Leo, and then the Light Homunculus for Rauk on. There's really very little damage on this enemy side. I think this is actually a slightly safer comp, because I will have some immunity, but more importantly, if the Xan does manage to provoke me, I'll be able to do some really good damage. So maybe I shouldn't screw around though. Honestly, the easy win, I mean, this is like 100%, like literally I could auto it. I just kind of want to have fun. I feel like this one can do it. I feel like this one can win, but I don't know if that's a bad choice or not. I think we just gotta take the easy win, guys. Maybe if I was like 9-0 at this point. I know we're winning as a guild, but I have to assume, you know, that the enemy side can still make a push, and it's not wise to throw away attacks, so I just gotta take the smart one here. We will actually play around with the other two comps I just showcased. I'm gonna go do Guild War after this. And then I'll go around and then I'll go play around with those other two comps I just showcased in Guild War instead. I do really feel like the Odin team actually could have won this right here, but you know, could have versus will, it's just not the smartest way to do it. So we are gonna just go ahead and try and stun. No stun, but that's okay. Can we strip this? That saves us a little bit of time. Now we can do some damage into this Xan. Do some good damage into this Jean, actually. Tyrannus on Tyrannus action, guys. That is not something you ever thought you'd want to watch on video, right? Tyrannus on Tyrannus. Alright, there we go. Clap the Jean. Wow, you guys can tell that Ace was here this weekend. I've almost said like easy clap like 6 times, and then I just felt like I was going to be stealing Ace's catchphrase. But what can I do? We are looking good for this one, so we're going to go ahead and crash. Okay, that got concerning. Alright, can we strip this off right here? That'll save us some time. We cannot strip. We can try again to strip. There we go. We got the strip. Go ahead and we'll just take the kill right, or, well, with no defense break, it's no kill, but get this rolling right here, and now we can go ahead and auto out. And guys, that is it for Siege. Definitely not my finest hour in Siege. One really stupid comp. I know I lost 3 times. I remember the one super RNG one. I remember the stupid comp. I'm drawing a blank on the other loss at the moment. But there you go. So 7-3 Siege. Not my best Siege ever, but we are going to do a little bit of Guild War and show off those new comps that we've been testing out. I don't think this will work for the bottom. I really, I don't have enough confidence on this one on the bottom. So we are going to go ahead and just Lucian the bottom. It should be a fairly easy Lucian. But the top one, we will take this Odin comp in. So guys, this is a really interesting comp. I actually built this, no optimizer, nothing. It was, the whole goal was just to build these monsters as slow as possible so that I would have a place to use my Leo. That's really all it is. So the Leo's in Vampire, the Homunculus and Odin are both in Will. The Gianna is in Derp. Oh wait, that's not my Gianna. So here we go. I think we're going to go ahead. We're going to let our Odin stack right here. We'll steal this shield, or we'll break the shield, right? So the Odin's just in the highest damage dealing build that I could put him in. He's on Violent Will, and he hits for about 58k. We can, wow. The Odin's on the lowest damage dealing build that I can put him in, I guess. Okay. Alright, that worked well. But here we go. We're going to reset. We're going to get restarted. I probably should have targeted the Gianna. That was actually my mistake right there. I really should have targeted this Gianna, but now we've got to go ahead and kill. Can we get a proc 1 time? We can. And we are GG. We can get a proc 2 times. Can we get a proc 3 times? We can get a proc. Do I hear 4? 1 time. Going 1 time for 4. Nope. Okay. Alright, I think I misplayed this one. I think I probably should have targeted the Gianna before Savannah. The Savannah really wasn't much of a threat to me right here. But yeah, as long as you can Violent proc 4 times on 1 turn, you don't actually have to worry all that much about whatever you're fighting. So, so there you go, that's the thing. And now we will go ahead and just run out the Lucian on this Nephthys team. And that should be GG. Moving on to the next fight. Alright, we got another juicy one over here. It looks like this Tian Lang, Amarna, and Julian. And then we've got this Ming Yi Ming, Yao Ming, I don't know. Mi Ying, I knew I was close. Vigor and Perna. So, I do actually think that I can probably use my Thrain comp up top here. We don't have any attack bar boosting. We've got lots of CC. We'll go ahead and show you the runes on this one. So the Vancliffe, this is, for those of you who don't see all my videos, this was, I just pulled Vancliffe 2 weeks ago, so I'm still trying to find the exact place that I want to use him, but we're a little bit short on accuracy, because I wanted to put the rest of the accuracy on the artifact, but this artifact's just too good for him. So we've got the Vancliffe, he's in kind of a hybrid build, 78 accuracy, 97 crit rate. We've got the Thrain, who's going to be in Swift Will, 63 accuracy, but he does have, he does not have accuracy on the artifact. Okay. Thought I put accuracy there. So I guess my team is kind of low accuracy. What can I say? And then we've got the Water Ryu right here. So obviously speed tuning is going to be Water Ryu into Thrain into Vancliffe. Get a little bit of CC, lots of dots, and then a bunch of just kind of bruiser builds. So they do chip, they just kind of chip at you with their damage. We'll go ahead and run this Odin comp on the bottom. I think this will work down here again. Lots of buffs for the Odin to steal. Because he is super slow, he does have some accuracy. I'll show the runes on the next fight. I forgot to. Forgot to show him this time. Alright, we're going to go ahead and see if we can get some strip stuns. We cannot get strips or stuns, but neither can he, so I guess that's fair. Can we stun this Amarna? That's going to be the key right here. We need to get Amarna controlled, and we did. So in this case, actually, we're going to be able to just go straight into this Julienne. And 3-turn stuns. 3-turn stuns are actually very good. For those of you who did not know that, just wanted to let you know 3-turn stuns are good. I know a lot of people don't know that. but 3-turn stuns are good, yeah. Okay, so we are looking good to drop this Amarna. He's stunned for 1 turn, 2-turn dots, so he's nice and low. Let's work on this Tian Lang now. Let's add a few more dots, and that's GG, guys. That's GG already. We'll go ahead and just pop this Julienne a little bit, just for fun. And some multi-hits on the Julienne. That should pretty much clear the table. And moving on to the next fight. Alright, so right here we are going to start by trying to push back this Vigor a little bit. Whoa, 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 Perna, chill. Alright, alright, I guess that means we're going to be going heal. We're going to steal this heal, please. Por favor, give me the heal. Of course not. To be fair, this Odin is not skilled up, guys. This was a dupe Odin that I built for this team. Not skilled up, so not 100% activation rate, so probably shouldn't have necessarily stolen that heal there. Alright, we are going to go into the Perna, even though I need to kill that Vigor first, because I really want to steal this heal, which I did. We got some really nice damage for like all wind units against that Perna, which is pretty nice. Now we can go ahead and actually get back to full health. That's a dead Mi Ying. That's fun. This team's fun, man. 60k, Violent Will, Odin. It's just fun. But now I am starting to get afraid of this Perna. I'm also afraid of this Vigor, but the Vigor is going to target the light homie. I think we got to get into this Perna. That was, oh, come on, man. I got the crit, and then he got the, take it back. Okay, we got it. We're good. Okay, we'll go ahead and Rauk on right into this Vigor. And that should be a dead Vigor, right? That is a dead Vigor. 54k, so we had some damage reduction from wind artifacts in there. And we're moving on to the next fight. Alright, unfortunately, we're running out of any really strong defenses that have full defenses on both sides. This was the strongest by far of the defenses remaining, so there was 1 or 2 other defenses that had defenses on both sides, but they were weaker. I figured it would be more fun just to do the LDs with these new comps, so we are going to go in here on Orange Dreams. For the top one, I guess we can just leave the same comp in place. Actually, no. Which way do we want to do this? Do we want to do... Oh, let me show you guys the runes for the Odin. So here's the Odin. Violent Will, he is missing a couple of grinds. I know we're... Actually, we got that one. That one needs a regrind. It's like 3 defense. I guess that one's fully grinded. Right here, we're missing an HP grind. Right here, we're missing a grind and a gem. We're missing everything on this rune. But you guys can see this is not like OP rune set, right? This is like straight up... I think it's actually 92% efficiency, which from my account puts him like monster number 200 in my box. He is not skilled up. So this was just really me trying to find a way to have fun with Leo in a comp that I could use reliably. Definitely not an OP rune set. I did want to make sure I got a little bit of accuracy. The 60 crit rate is, we're taking advantage, obviously, of his crit rate leader skill. So... we just stacked in lots of attack, lots of crit damage. Once the grinds are done, he'll be a little bit tankier. I'd feel more comfortable if he was tankier than this. At some point, I might try and change out one of these runes, because 58k damage, it's fun to watch, but it's overkill. I don't need it. Be nice if he could take a couple of extra hits. Then we've got the Leo right here. So this is Vampire Shield. The shield set is in there largely just to stack that Odin. Once again, obviously super slow, just crit rate, crit damage. He's going to be overmax actually with the Odin lead, and then lots of stats. The HP is also kind of low, I gotta say. And then we have our Light Homunculus. This is much more of a tanky type monster. A little bit of attack. We are in a crit rate build, just mostly because I built her so slow. For my account, anyway, so slow that, I mean, I had to put some stats on her. So we went with a crit damage build. Kind of a slow crit damage rune. Anyway, guys, that is the build for this team. Now, I kind of feel like we are going to go with the Water Ryu team on the bottom, because if that Xeratu gets going on my Light Homunculus and gets a proc or something, we might be in trouble. For the top, we are going to test the Water Ryu passive against the Mirane skill 3. Can we kill this Water Ryu with 2 cards? My money's on yes. But even if we don't, I'm pretty sure we are not in trouble. So 0 damage, and then 41k, and then, yeah, 1 monster defense, nothing really to be proud of. Okay, now we're going to try our own Water Ryu right here. We got all the strips, that was beautiful. Can we please stun Triana? That's the match right there. Can we stun this Triana? We sure can. And I think we want to probably work on Kraka because she's going to be the squishiest. No, yeah, we want to kill the Kraka first, so ideally what we're going to do is just kill everything with dots through the Triana passive. Or, since we got the 3-turn stun on the Triana, we're going to try and proc the Triana while she's still at a 2-turn stun. Either way will actually work, so can we proc the Triana right here? We cannot, but we can actually dot right through the passive. So now we can just leave that Kraka alone, and we'll start lowering this Xeratu right here. So the Kraka just dies through the dots. Now the Xeratu will also... We can actually just multi-hit here. We can proc the Triana passive and kill. And we'll put a couple more dots down, and this is fun comp, guys. It's a fun comp. I mean, it's using a Vancliffe, so obviously it's a fun comp. But there you go, guys. I did 2 AA Prom as well. I do want to test Prom out in this comp next. I feel like Prom may actually be a little bit better of a 5th and Thrain, but be fun to test out. I got to rune him up. So anyway, guys, that's going to be it for today's video. As always, I appreciate you watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and we'll see you next time. Hey guys, if you're still with me to this point, then that means that you probably liked the video, found it entertaining, or even better, both. So please smash the like button, hit the subscribe button, and leave a comment down below because those things help the channel grow, and more importantly, they show me that the video is useful, and that's the whole reason I do this in the first place.